Good evening, everyone. Welcome back home. And now we can release and maybe even recharge from our day, depending on when in the evening you're doing this. But, if you've just come home and you just need to shake it off and bring a little bit of movement into your body so that you can go ahead and cook dinner or maybe go for a walk outside if it's a beautiful day, or maybe you have kids and you need to have a little bit of energy to be able to play with them at the end of the day, right after you get back from work. So hopefully this little flow will help you to be more rejuvenated. So something called a moon salutation. It's not the full moon salutation. We're just going to do a little bit of it just to get you accustomed to a moon salutation. So you've heard a lot about probably sun salutations, and that one is very energetic, but the moon salutations is honoring the moon. And that's just, the end of the day, and we're coming to the end of our cycle for the day. So just more grounding, more just smooth movements. So we're going to get started. So come to the front of your mat if you have a mat. Otherwise, just coming into a position where you have some space behind you also. So we're going to start with our feet hip width apart, coming into something called mountain pose. So slight tuck of the tailbone. We're going to have the natural arch to our back. Belly button is towards the spine. Nice strong core. And then your gaze is forward or slightly down at a diagonal, not right in front of you, but it's tuck to your tailbone. Slight tuck to your chin. Slight tuck to your tailbone too. I just told you that. Slight tuck to your chin. And then our hands are going to come down by our sides. Shoulder blades are together and down our back, and our palms are forward. And let's just take a deep breath here. So nice deep inhale through your nose. And then as you exhale, you're going to release it out your mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. And every time you do this, just making sure that every time you exhale, you're exhaling all that tension from the day. We just want to get it out, and we want to have a wonderful evening. So let's just release that stress or tension that we may have felt from the day. So nice deep inhale and exhale it out. Just really get all that negative energy out. One more time. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale out your mouth. Now we're going to inhale our hands up to the sky. Maybe even cactus arms. And then inhale our hands back up. And then with our hip points staying forward, we're just going to lean to the right. Nice deep exhale. Inhaling ourselves back up. We're going to exhale to the left. And let's do that a few more times. And I'll face forward so you can really see what it looks like. So nice deep inhale, reaching those arms up. And then as you exhale, you're going to lean to the right. If you need to bring your hand onto your hip to help support your lower back, then you can do that. And then inhale both your hands back up. And then exhale, reaching that right arm over to the left for both arms. We'll do that one more time. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale to the right. And then inhale, exhale to the left. And then inhaling your hands back up. And now we're going to pivot on this right foot, and we're going to reach this left leg to behind us or the back of the mat so that our toes are now facing forward or to the side of the mat. Arms are coming up, and we're in this star position. So slight arch to your back. Chest is shining forward, shoulder blades are together and drawing down your back. And then our fingertips are really reaching towards the sides. Nice deep inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to twist to the right, keeping our hip points forward. And then inhale, twist to the left. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, twist to the left. And inhale. So then now what we're going to do is we are going to point our toes towards the front of the mat or forward. So moving those right toes forward. And then we're going to shift our hips towards the back behind us as we come over that right leg. Our right side comes over that right leg. Our right arm comes down our right leg. The right leg is straight. You can have a slight bend to your knees because you don't want to hyperextend this knee. And then you can bring your hand onto your shin, onto your ankle, or if you have a block or maybe a tall can, you can put your hand on the can. But really shifting that right hip towards the back of the mat to create length in this right side body. And then the left arm is going to come up to the sky. And this is a pose called triangle pose. We'll take one more breath here. And then bending that knee and coming up back into our star pose. So all toes are now facing the side of the mat or forward. And then we're going to shift our left toes towards the back of the mat or behind us. And then this time we're going to shift our hips to the right and then bring that left hand down. And then our right hand is going to come up towards the sky. Again, creating length in this left side body. So shifting the left hip towards the front of the mat or towards the front. And then bringing your arm down as far as is accessible to you, but also not compromising the length in your left side, the left side of your body. And just reaching the right arm up to the sky. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And then bending that knee, reaching your hands up. Tall toes are pointing to the side of the mat. Really reaching your hands up into your star pose again. And then drawing your hands towards you and reaching them down towards the ground, hinging at your hips, leading with your chest as you come down over your legs. Head becomes heavy, reaching towards the ground, coming into our wide-legged forward fold. And breathing here, you can have a slight bend to your knees if this is causing issues with your hamstrings. One more breath here. And then bring yourself up so that your arms are straight and your torso is parallel to the ground. Bring that left hand right underneath your face and then twist to the right as you reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. Breathing here, gazes towards the side or towards the front of the mat. And then as you exhale, you're going to reach that hand down as you bend your right knee. Left leg is still straight and point those toes up to the sky. And then you're going to shift and bend the right knee, bending the left knee, straightening the right knee, right toes come up to the sky. And then inhaling yourself back up into your forward fold, reaching that head down towards the sky or towards the ground. And then straightening those arms once more, bringing that right hand right underneath your face, twisting to the left as you reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. Breathing here. And then exhale, untwisting, bring that left hand down. As you bend the left knee, right toes come up. And then lifting up, bending the right knee, straightening the left leg, left toes come up. Let's do that shift one more time. So coming up, bending the left knee, straightening the right, right toes come up. And then shifting to the other side, bending the right knee, left toes come up. And then coming back up into our halfway lift with our wide legs. And then heel toeing our feet together so that your feet are hip width apart. You're going to hang over your legs. Knees are slightly bent, belly is on the thighs. You're going to grab opposite elbows. Just hang here in our ragdoll pose. Remembering your breath. If it feels good, maybe you want to rock from side to side. And then slowly releasing your hands, rolling yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slowly. Coming back up into our mountain pose, shoulder blades are together and down our back, chest is shining forward, palms are down by our sides and forward. You can heel toe your feet together. Nice long back. Taking one more breath here. Nice deep inhale. Again, releasing it out your mouth as you exhale. And now we've completed our practice today. So I hope you feel a lot better, that you've kind of released some stress and tension from the day and you're able to do what you need to do. Or maybe even if you're doing this right before you go to bed, hopefully it's prepared you to have restful sleep. So thank you for joining me in this session today. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, then please subscribe and also hit the notifications button, because then you'll know when my next video comes out. And ideally, what I'd like to do is start doing some of these live. So that's a chance for you to possibly you get your questions answered if you have any. So I highly encourage you to subscribe. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have some restful sleep.